Hello again, and welcome to Salem at Work, the local show about workforce and business in Salem. We're excited. I'm the most excited I've been in recording these shows for you. Today we have some participants from the net that have been building their workforce readiness skills, and I'll tell you from experience, they are awesome. So I'd love to introduce them to you. To my left is Devin Stage. Welcome to the show, Devin.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Beth Banuelos.
Hello.
Hi. And then Wesley Sensor.
Hello.
And Taylor Gallagher. These guys are tremendous, and they have gone through the net. They have participated and have been building those skills. Most of you have graduated, which is awesome, and nearing graduation as well for Taylor. So they have been building those workforce skills as needed, and couldn't be more proud of the development that I've just heard about, as I'm not directly involved with all of that. But I'll tell you what, the Essential Skills Trainer is quite proud of you guys and says a lot about that. So I'm gonna go through some questions and just give them to you, and we'll kind of go down the line and we'll hear about your development with that. So we'll start with you. Okay,
Sure.
Is that all right with you, Devin?
Heck yeah.
Okay, heck yeah. He's even excited. I will say that you're smiling more now than from the day I met you, and that's a good thing. You can smile more.
I will have to be joyful for.
Good. Wow. Awesome. Well, what personal growth have you noticed in yourself from before starting the net until now?
Obviously coming out of my shell more. Being able to be myself without any fear of judgment or ridicule. Getting to know some more people, getting new friends, really helped with that, and just meeting strangers.
Very cool. So you're willing to step out of yourself and meet people and just be who you are.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's tremendous. All right. What about you, Beth?
Patience.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I stop and think first, and then I say what I want to say.
Wow. And before, you were not in that frame of mind?
No.
You just spouted off.
Yes.
Right. That's a big trait. Thanks for sharing that. Wes?
I'd have to say it's kind of the same as Devin, where, I was kind of quiet and in my own little shell, and then working with Beth and two others at the Marion Polk Food Share kitchen, definitely made me a happier person, for sure.
Cool. Good. Excellent. I love hearing that. Taylor, what about you?
I think my problem solving and communication skills have improved tremendously. Beforehand, I had a lot of trouble trying to express what I was feeling and why, and working through those feelings, and now I can do that so easily. It's incredible.
That's awesome. That's really valuable in life and in the workplace.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, I'm going to go down the line and just share a little bit, and you guys can correct me because I've been wrong so many times before. But I want to let our audience know where you've been working and what you did for your participation in the Career Achievement Network. So, Devin, you worked at the Marion Polk Food Share doing the Better Burger program, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and that was an amazing experience for you.
It was a challenging experience at first. I wasn't sure what to do. But once I started getting in the rhythm of what was to be done, and knowing that it was for a good cause, that motivated me enough.
Interesting, you bring up the cause behind the Better Burger. That's a great observation. Beth, you were also at the Better Burger program at Marion Polk Food Share. You and Wes were on the same team, in fact, going through that program together as your work experience and going through the Career Achievement Network. So tremendous experience for you both, especially as you guys were really part of the pilot for launching this whole game that we're playing. So it's a game worth playing. And then Taylor, you're doing your work experience at the Northwest Hub, the bicycle repair shop.
And reclamation.
And reclamation.
Can't leave that out. That's a huge part of us.
Well, tell us a little bit about that.
So we repair bikes. That's pretty self-explanatory. Reclamation means that we take in donations of bikes that are no longer usable or that people don't want, and we turn them into bikes that people can use. And most of the time, the bikes that get donated, we give back for free to the community, just wherever it's needed.
That's awesome. Yeah, in talking with Kirk, it's been a cool thing to get to know how such a small thing is investing so much into the potential for people in our area. So yeah, well done. Glad to have you as a part of that. So you guys, what will you take going forward in your long-term career path? I mean, everyone here is really pretty young. You're all under 26, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So you've got a long career path ahead of you. What will you take from your career-based training and use that in your long-term careers? Let's start with you, Taylor.
I think the thing that I'll probably use the most is learning how to keep work and personal separate. I've held a few jobs in the past, and I had a lot of troubles if I was having a hard time outside of work, not bringing that to work with me. I feel like now I'm very confident in that.
Mm-hmm. What makes you so confident now versus your actions previously?
I know that if something's going on with me, not only can I pinpoint what's going on and fix it faster, but I also don't let it absorb my entire life. I don't focus on things that are negative for me anymore, and I'm able to put my energy into work.
Right on. Very good. Wes, what about you? What will you carry forward?
I think that I'll take forward our risky thinking training.
Risky thinking training. Can you tell the audience a little bit more in depth about that?
Well, like JD said, Beth and I were part of the pilot training in the entire program, really. So that was a while ago.
Mm-hmm. And then the risky thinking that you learned about in the career-based training portion of the net. What was the most informational part of that really helped you, that can carry you forward?
I think that the most that I grabbed out of that was I can't think right now.
Okay.
We
can come back to you if you want to clarify the answer in your mind. I know you've got it in there. I see the wheels turning.
Yeah.
And we've heard from Robin about what you've grown in that area. But if you want to clarify that answer in your head, we'll move on to Beth, and I can come back to you.
Okay.
What will you carry forward going from the career-based training?
I think it would be confidence in a teamwork environment. I think it's good to know a situation and to deal with it in a team, and also when it's appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I learned.
And that was something that you needed to learn because you tend to go into being just on your own and do things myself and move forward. So you saw the value of team. That's really valuable. Awesome. I want to explore one thing that can be, I think, really powerful with you guys. And so what I'd like for you to share is, where were you in life prior to starting? What were some of your hurdles that you were dealing with that maybe you're not even done dealing with them all, and you probably aren't, because none of us are. We're still imperfect people. But what have you been able to take that has moved you beyond where you were then? So kind of talk just briefly about some of your previous struggles and then where you are now. We'll start with you, Devin.
Sure. Setting goals was an issue for me. I was able to take down small goals at a time easily, but when I came up with a big goal, something I really wanted to achieve, I didn't know how to do it. So in working with Robin and CBT and being able to break these big goals down into smaller ones to do over a week, 2 weeks, 6 months, that kind of thing, became much easier.
Wow. Cool. That's pretty powerful. That's one of those, another thing that'll carry you long term. So
Sure
good
will.
Observation. Excellent. What about you, Beth?
I was a bit lost.
You were lost.
Yes.
That's a strong word.
I had a job and I couldn't keep it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know why I couldn't. And then I didn't know what to do with my time. So I did community service, Better Burger, and then I took that class, and then I found purpose.
Wow. From lost to purposefulness.
And then I found a job.
And you kept it.
Yes, I'm keeping it
Way to go.
for as long as I can.
That's really powerful. In so few words, you've spoken so much. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Wes.
I remember that before any of this all happened, I was kind of going nowhere. I was lazy. I know that for sure. I was disrespectful and a bunch of other things that, you wouldn't want to be. And so I heard about the Better Burger program, and I was kind of really interested in it because me and my uncle are trying to start a catering business. So at first it was to help me around the kitchen and just get the teamwork aspect of the kitchen down, and then it turned into quite a bit more, actually, more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Now I got my first job at the UPS store.
Yeah.
And I love it there. So I have CBT and the Better Burger program to thank for that.
Yeah. Yeah. You were, that was part of what ended up helping you get that job, outside of all the things that you did to do that, but that's part of what got you the job, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was talking with my manager, and he said that some of the achievements that I got from doing the career-based training and the Better Burger work experience, that's why I stuck out more than anyone else.
Wow. That's awesome. Way to go. Good job.
Thank you.
Taylor.
Yes. Before I came to the net and started CBT and started my hours at my work site, I was homeless and a drug addict.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this, but I had half a head of dreads, and the other half was normal hair.
I do remember
It was
that.
a good look.
Yeah.
And I sort of stumbled upon the net and you by chance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other factors at work that got me here, but throughout the course and with the things that I learned on how to manage my feelings and my actions, I was able to move back in with my mom. I got back into school. I love my job at the hub. It's amazing. It's extremely fulfilling. I'm going to graduate in a month, and I have over $2,000 saved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm incredibly confident now. I mean,
Yeah.
I could have started looking for another job just off the bat, off the streets. I
Sure.
probably could have made it to some dead-end job, but that's not where I'm going now.
Wow. You guys are, since we're on camera, I'm not going to cry, but I probably will later. You guys you're so inspirational. Thank you for your stories, and you really have been an inspiration to me and a number of others, so thank you. We are out of time for today, so again, thank you for joining, and thank you for watching. Lots of things are going on here in Salem for workforce development and business and that whole scheme. The question I ask is, what role do you want to play? So until next time, this is Salem at Work. I'm JD Shinn, your host from the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce. Until next time, have fun.